Welcome, this is Jennifer Priest, and today I'm going to share with you a really fun mixed media vision board. Vision boards don't have to be boring, and they can actually be part of your home decor. This post is sponsored by Glade and Collective Bias. You can see more if you click the link down to my blog. So the first thing you're going to need to do is gather all your supplies. You'll need brushes, a canvas, some magazines, and a bunch of different media. You can use spray ink, acrylic paint, and you'll also need decoupage medium and some scissors. The first step is cut out all of the different elements from magazines, and you can use magazines, catalogs, brochures, etc., fun scrapbook paper. Cut out all the pieces in the colors that you want, and then put them in a pile, and then you'll open up the canvas, and you can use whatever size canvas. I just like this vertical canvas. And you'll apply decoupage medium all over the canvas. And then apply the pieces of ephemera, whether it's paper, magazines, tickets, etc., to the canvas, and apply decoupage medium over top. So you want decoupage medium on the back and on the front. Once you have your elements placed, go ahead and add some acrylic paint to give it some color. Now, I was really inspired by the Radiant Berry candle, so I used bright oranges and reds and pinks for some fun berry colors. You can layer on more pieces of ephemera. So here I have playing cards, punched out stars and shapes, postage stamps, and die cuts from scrapbooking kits that I had. So it doesn't matter what you use, it just needs to be flat and decoupageable. So you want to be able to paint some decoupage medium on, stick the thing down, and put decoupage medium over top. So like sheets of metal probably wouldn't work, but any kind of thin papery thing, thin fabric would work great. The next step is to add some really fun texture and layers with stencils. Now I'm using a foam paintbrush to dab paint through a stencil, and it gives this very soft, almost spray paint like effect. And I was really going for a graffiti look here, so I also decided to add some spray ink and then kind of hit it on the table to make drips, pull the straw out to tap. When you tap the straw of a spray ink bottle, it makes splatters. And I wanted this fun, like painty graffiti effect for my vision board. I put inspiring words on it and also inspiring imagery. So I have some images of downtown LA, some places I want to visit, also just some words that I found inspiring, and all of this to kind of help me remember my vision as I look at this on display in my living room. So I put this on my mantle when I was done. And you can do this with, a vision board on poster board. You can do it on plywood. You don't have to do it on a canvas. Just however some kind of flat surface, even a shoebox, to get your vision down on paper and in some place where you can display it. Now I added these pops of pink, and then I'm also going to add in some pops of neon orange. And I wanted this vision board to have some life to it and some motion, and I also wanted it to have some passion and some spark there. So I wanted to look at it and feel energized, and so that's why I chose these colors for the vision board. Now you can choose whatever colors you like. I liked the contrast between the white and the black and the neon. And then one of the other things you can do is add some words. If you can't find the words in the magazines or whatever you have, you can use stickers or you can use stencils. So here I stenciled on the word "be," and I'm going to add more detail to that later. But before that, I decided to freehand paint on some kind of doodled flowers using the black paint. So I painted on my flowers, and then I used some of the other paints to color them in, and then hit them with some more black for some more detail, and then highlighted everything with white. So you can see that process going on here. They don't have to be perfect, and if it looks ugly or too stark, then you can just paint over it again. So to make the word "be" really stand out and to pull all the colors together, I stenciled over it, just kind of offsetting the stencil slightly so it has a shadow, with that neon orange paint and again the foam paintbrush. When you're doing stencils, you want to make sure that you dab and that you don't brush the paint on, because that will push the paint underneath the stencil and will make the edges of it blurry. So if you just dab, and you can find like foam stencil brushes or even stencil brushes at the craft store, then that will give you a really cool look for your stenciling, versus if you try to paint it on, it's going to look all like blurry. So here you can see I'm adding on that detail with the white, and then I decided to go in there and add a little bit of color using the pink and that kind of magenta color and the neon orange that I used on the rest of the canvas. So I just have a scrap piece of paper here that I've put my paints on as a palette. You don't need fancy stuff to do this. You can use acrylic paints from the craft store, magazines, ephemera from your stash, and even if you don't have a canvas, like I said before, you can use a piece of cardboard, etc. It'll look really cool when you're done. So I just added all the paint on, and then it started smearing, and I was like, oh, that does not look how I wanted it to. And so I just kept adding paint, and then, you know, you can keep adding paint and going over things. So if it looks muddy, let it dry, hit it with some white, and then you can start over. So I decided to add some more colors in there, and then once that dried, I went in with the black and I added all of my detail to the petals back in, and then I hit it with white to give it some highlights. So you can keep going with this, you can keep layering more words, and as you layer things and add more paint and add more stenciling to the top, it gives it this really cool depth look. So I hope that this project inspired you. Make sure you go check out the Glade Radiant Berries candle. It is by far my absolute favorite scent of Glade candles yet, and it also comes in a scented oil plug-in as well. You can find it at Target and whatever your favorite retailer is. And then you can enjoy the scent of Radiant Berry from Glade while you look at your vision board and be inspired. Think about the future, think about what you want in your life, and enjoy a nice piece of art in your home that you made. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down in the comment section if you did, and give me a thumbs up. Also, hit the subscribe button that's going to show here at the end, and click on the video that's playing to see another fun tutorial. I'd love to hear how you guys stay on track. Do you make vision boards? Do you love mixed media? Tell me all about it down in the comment section, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye!